So you've probably seen it by now, the Mustang Mach-E 1400, produced by Ford Performance and RTR. Beyond the smoke and the screeching of those 7 electric engines, what did you think of the video and the effort put out by Ford? Hi, I'm Patrick Anderson with the Mach-E vlog, and today we're going to talk about that infamous video that Ford put out for the Mach-E 1400. A couple of weeks ago, there was a sort of spy video that was released on the internet or put out on the internet, and it was a Mustang Mach-E without the front fenders or the rear of the car, and it was doing donuts and screeching around on an empty parking lot. And there was a lot of speculation that it was a publicity stunt and that it was set up to be that way, although it was originally posted as sort of like somebody stumbled upon this out on a racetrack in North Carolina. About a week later, Ford Performance released a teaser on Twitter that suggested that it was something that they were working on and it would be released on July 21st. Sure enough, on the morning of the 21st, it was all over the internet. Like when I woke up, I got a news alert. I have a Mach-E news alert that comes to my phone, that there was a new video out of the Mach-E 1400, and it's what you see here. It's a pretty cool video. Lots of fast moving Mach-E with some other Mustangs alongside. There's been a lot of articles written about the Mach-E 1400 already, and they cover some of the technical details. First of all, this thing has 7 electric motors in it, 4 in the rear and 3 in the front. It also has a hydraulic handbrake for those drifting parts of the video. And of course, the body has been heavily modified. Besides the fact that they said that it has 1400 horsepower, they haven't released any other numbers like 0 to 60 or quarter mile time. I think they said the top speed is about 160 miles an hour, so there is that. So why was this thing made and what are they going to do with it? I think the number one reason that they made the Mach-E 1400 is really just publicity. It's gotten a lot of attention already on the internet. In the first 24 hours after being posted online, that video has 400,000 views, and I've seen numerous articles on websites like CNN, Car and Driver, Motor One. So it's gotten a lot of attention, and you can't beat that. As you know, Tesla has never advertised. They basically just get by off of the publicity that's in the news about their new vehicles. Ford has always been heavily dependent on advertising, but part of their advertising, I think, has always included creating performance versions of their vehicles. Back in the mid 80s, when I was growing up as a Mustang fan, they came out with a Mustang SVO. The Ford Mustang SVO was created by their special vehicle operations team, hence the SVO. And it was a turbo Mustang with like a twin deck spoiler in the back. You can see a retro review of the Mustang SVO on MotoWeek, and I've included part of that here.
At full gallop, the SVO's Turbo 4 comes on quickly, with peak torque at only 3,000 RPM. 0 to 60 was dispatched in only 7.9 seconds. Over a quarter mile, the smooth, if long-shifting 5-speed manual showed its fine gear spacing in a quite fast 16.7 seconds at 87 miles per hour.
Ford has created some other special editions of their vehicles, including the Taurus SHO, which you can also see at MotoWeek, and even a special edition of the F-150, the SVT version. Does this mean that any of the stuff that we saw in the Mach-E 1400 will translate down to a special edition Mach-E? Ford didn't say anything about that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of enhanced special version of the Mach-E GT. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that gets translated down to a really cool Mustang Mach-E GT. One thing you can't ignore in the Mach-E 1400 video is that sound. It's a very high-pitched electric motor sound, and of course, with 7 motors, that's sort of what you would expect. And I think they really leaned heavily into that noise, basically to compare and contrast it to the V8s that you hear in the other Mustangs in the video. Do you think that Ford might actually include a special version of the Mach-E with some of the features from the 1400? If so, what would you like to see? Better handling, better braking, better performance, or maybe you'd like to see that giant rear spoiler on a version of the Mach-E GT. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do.